Okay, so to start, what we want is go to Canon's website and we're going to get the driver for our particular machine. So in this case, we're using one of these. Go drivers, oops, and then pick the version of Mac you want to use, which in my case is this one, and then download this bit here, which I've already done. So if I go down to here, into my Finder, and there's that driver. So if you just run that, obviously it's going to ask you for permissions if you haven't got them. Okay, right, now we've got that. We can close this window. So we now want to go into our settings. Okay, go printers. So obviously no printers, so we need to get this in a state where we can add a printer. Hit add. Pick the little globe at the top. So IP address, this is not the printer's IP address, this will be the print server that you're printing to. So in my case it's this. If you've got multiple servers, you want to make sure it's the server for the site the printer is being served from. Protocol, you need to pick LPD. Q, now Q is quite important, so if I go to the MyQ server, just move that out of the way, and I go to queues, you'll see the queues that we're using. Now these queue names are case sensitive, so it's that one we want to use in this case, the follow me one. So follow me, like that. Names, whatever you want to call it, so we'll keep that the same. I'm just going to add Q to it so it's something different. Now the use, you pick select software, and then we want the Canon 270, so if we just type 270, it's the top one, hit OK, add. Okay, oh, what the hell? That should have just added. Okay, so if you've got any options, obviously go to options, pick that there. So depending on what you've got, so we know we've got a booklet finisher on this one. So we're going to go with that one. If you've got extra paper trays, select them here. Yeah. And anything like side trays, etc. Which I don't think you've got, so I'm going to leave those free. Hole punch. So you've got 2 4 hole punch, and the rest of it's left as is. Yeah, okay. So now what we want to do is do a test print. So before I do that, I want to go into a couple of tabs. So if I go into MyQ, so I want the users tab, and I want the logs tab as well, which will make sense why you need those in a second. So log there. Let's just make sure. Check these. So if we go to users, this is the user I'm going to be using. I think I might have some users in here already, or some aliases already, so I'm going to get rid of those because I want it to fail, just so you can see what it does. Okay, and then go to log. Okay, so I want to print a test page from there. So if I go into here, we go open print queue. There's my queue. Hit printer, print test page. So you should see it process here and disappear. Okay, now when it's gone, what we want to do is go into logs here, and we should see that job come up. So because I picked the name that actually exists, it's actually worked. So if I look at that, if I just double click it, so I've called the user staff one. If that user there comes up as not existing and it deletes the job, then what you would do is you go into users, find the user you're going to do, go to alias, add it in there exactly as it was in the log. Okay, so as it happens with this one, I've used this one here, so it's not the case. So that's the user I've used, so it matches, so it's happily taken the job. So if I actually look at MyQ, go to jobs, we should see a job sitting in there from this user. And there we go, staff one, just come through 1 minute ago. So that is how you get the Mac printing set up using this option. Okay.